What's going on, guys? In this video I'll compare the specs and features of the Samsung Galaxy S4 and the just announced BlackBerry Z30. Starting from the display, you'll find a 5-inch Super AMOLED display with 1280 by 720 resolution and a 295 ppi on the Z30. Meanwhile, the Galaxy S4 has a 5-inch Super AMOLED display with 1920 by 1080 resolution at 441 ppi. Looking at the processor, the BlackBerry Z30 is powered by a 1.7 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 Pro dual-core processor, while the Samsung Galaxy S4 has either a 1.6 GHz Exynos octa-core processor or a 1.9 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon 600 quad-core processor. It depends on which region you live. In terms of RAM and storage, the BlackBerry Z30 has a 2GB of RAM and 16GB of internal storage and is expandable via microSD up to 64GB, and the Galaxy S4 has a 2GB of RAM, but this phone comes in 16, 32 or 64GB internal storage options and also expandable via microSD up to 64GB. Looking at the camera setup, there is an 8MP rear camera with autofocus, LED flash, image stabilization and 1080p video capture for the BlackBerry Z30, along with a 2MP front-facing shooter. On the other hand, the Galaxy S4 has a 13MP rear camera with autofocus, LED flash, simultaneous HD video and image recording with image stabilization plus HDR and some other features such as the dual shot with a 2MP front-facing camera. In terms of battery, a 2880 mAh non-removable battery features for the Z3, while the Galaxy S4 has a removable 2600 mAh battery. In terms of operating system, the BlackBerry Z30 runs the BlackBerry 10 operating system version 10.2. Meantime, the Galaxy S4 runs the Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean overlaid with Samsung's TouchWiz UI. Looking at the other data, the BlackBerry Z30 has Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 4.0, NFC and micro USB version 2.0, while the Galaxy S4 has Wi-Fi, and also the one thing that is missing in the BlackBerry Z30 is the DLNA and of course infrared port and USB on the go and USB host. So the Galaxy S4 offers a bit more features there. In terms of weight and dimensions, the Z30 measures 140.7mm by 72mm by 94mm, but the weight hasn't been specified yet. The Galaxy S4 on the other hand has 136.6mm by 69.8mm by 7.9mm and it weighs 130 grams. If we look at the specs, the Galaxy S4 clearly winner here. But the BlackBerry does come with a higher capacity battery, but that doesn't mean the Galaxy S4 doesn't offer us a feature there. The Galaxy S4 has a removable battery, which is a feature in my book. So BlackBerry recently revived the BlackBerry operating system with BlackBerry 10 and hasn't met the success it needs with the new handset so far. And it's hoped that the new flagship Z30 will turn things around. On the other hand, there are many Android users that won't even think about moving away from an Android smartphone. Another aspect that should be taken into the account is the design of the both phone. This is also very much a case of personal preference, but I have to say on looks alone, I prefer the BlackBerry Z30. So you'll have your own opinions, however, but both phones are great. But looking at the spec, the Galaxy S4 is a clear winner. So hope you guys have enjoyed my video. If you do, then please give it a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, then feel free to comment down below, and also don't forget to subscribe.